Hi, my name is Alicia Bake, and I'm a professional voice actor. And one of the most common questions that I get asked in my industry is, or that we get asked in our industry, is where do you find your work? Especially by newly aspiring voice actors. They want to know, like, where do you find jobs? How do you get these jobs? Uh, we'll just tell you, I work really hard for them. The number one way that I get work is through auditions. And that means that I put forth a project free of charge. Think of it like if someone comes out and gives you an estimate on how much that they're going to need to redo your plumbing, right? They don't charge you for the estimate. Only if you hire them to do the work. So voice actors do this all the time. So people will send us a script, we'll read it, we send it back, we read a short snippet, maybe 25 to 40 seconds, and then they can send it on to the client and decide. When I'm working directly with a company, that's how it works. There's also casting sites or P2P sites or pay to play sites. I'm not going to list the names of those because I don't want to drive any traffic to them. But those sites you can go on and you sign up and you pay a membership fee. So some of them are $500, some of them are like per month. Badalgo is one I will say the name of. They're a great site, very reputable. They are, I think, $30 a month. So you pay a fee and then you get access to all of the jobs. And job hunters will come and they don't pay a fee to post a job most of the time. I think some of them may charge the clients a fee, but they don't pay a fee. And so they'll say, I want as many voice actors as possible, or 25 voice actors or 50 voice actors to put forth an audition. And the first ones to get in get listened to, and then they'll shortlist. They'll say, okay, we've had 50 auditions. Well, here's the top 5 that we like. And they might send those top 5 to the client. And then the client will return and say, I like number 2 the best. And then you book the job. So it's a lot of work and a lot of effort to get from point A to point B. The next way that I book work besides online casting sites is through my agent. So I am with CESD Talent in New York and LA, and they send me auditions in my email. And these are typically commercial jobs, so large scale national commercial type jobs. And I will submit an audition and send it back to them. And then they'll usually take all of the auditions that they've got and they'll pick, similar to the shortlist thing on casting sites, they'll pick a set amount to send to the casting director or the agency or whoever has requested the audition. So similar, except I don't pay them up front. They get a percentage of whatever I book, whether it's 10% or 20%, depending on the agency. They charge different percentages. Typically, you don't get a voiceover agent at the beginning. It's something I didn't have until September of last year. So I was a good 2.5 years, 3 years into doing voiceover work before I had an agent. I wasn't actively seeking an agent much before that because I book a ton of work on my own, and I thought that I would need to give them all of my work to manage and a percentage of it, which is not true. But to be clear, I did have agents before before CESD, but they were not someone I would recommend. And I think they were more out to make money. There's agencies out there that they sell a lot of coaching and they want you to work with them because they want you to coach with them and they want to make money off of you. And they might submit you to some stuff, but I noticed that if I wasn't paying for their classes, which I didn't, I wasn't in it for that. I had coaches I really liked already. They weren't submitting me for work. They submit the people that they coach because they want those people to succeed because they've worked with them and been paid by them. So don't go with an agent that wants to sell you something in a nutshell. But agents, casting sites, and then the last way that I book work is direct marketing. So I will use LinkedIn, Instagram, social media to research and look up clients who are production companies or medical narration or e-learning or people who might want a voiceover or need a voiceover, and I'll just send them my information or just connect with them, and sometimes they'll come to me and say, hey, I noticed you're a voice actor and we need a voice actor. That's my favorite way to get work because I love to work directly with the client because it's so much easier to establish a long-term relationship and to have better understanding of what the expectations are than when you're working through third parties. So the best way, if you're looking for a way to source talent, go directly to the talent as much as possible. Or go to a site like Voice123, which is a casting site. The talent does pay a membership, but you own your relationship with the client, or the talent owns their relationship with the client, not the website. And you can bill on their own. They don't take a fee. And I love that's set up. There's some things I don't love about their website, but their setup is pretty good. And you can have a free profile on Voice123. You don't have to pay for them. So there you go. Those are the platforms and the ways that I find work.